Hello and welcome back to chapter 4, managing your site. Topic is colors for today, and I'm going to discuss everything about colors in HTML. And before I begin the chapter for colors, I want to stress on the fact that colors are best manipulated using CSS code, Cascade style sheet, classes and objects. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain how HTML color tags are created for background, foreground, text, and many other elements within your website. You would experience greater flexibility, greater control over your website colors when you're using CSS. So before I begin colors, I would like to revise a little bit of what we did in the last topic, that was folders, managing your folders. If you remember, I created a folder called managing your site, and within this I created an image folder. Okay, I have an image folder here, and I added all the images that I needed to add. You could add anything, get anything from Google Images and just add it here, save it here. Okay, whatever you want to add to your website. Okay, and I was using the example of green event managers. Okay, let me open up the code here, and the code looks something like this. Okay, and what I was trying to do was I was trying to refer your links. For example, the link home would refer to this pathway, okay, which is this guy here, green event managers. This guy, you're referring to the HTML file called green event managers, and it is a very good practice to mention the entire pathway of the file. Okay, and I did the same thing for the rest of the links, okay, which looks something like this here: home, about us, portfolio, training, schedule, and contact. I just copied and pasted these entire files and renamed them. Okay, rename them so that the code that I wrote here for referencing works well with each of these links. Okay, so there's not a big deal. This is something very simple. This is how when you want to create an entire website, you simply copy and paste. Or the reason why we copy and paste the HTML files is because we want to keep some elements that are common to the entire website. For example, the green background color, the logo, the way the headings are organized, and the way the page is organized. We want to keep that same for the entire website. Okay, and even though, let me tell you, we are at this stage not 100% ready to copy and create an entire website. We are still working on one web page, but I just wanted to show it to you early on so that the curiosity is satisfied at this level, that how do we create different web pages. It's very simple, and it can be undone. It can be these, you can delete all of these anytime if you make any changes here, and then you can copy and paste instead of going to each of these files, the text version of each of these files, and rewriting code. Please save yourself some time, delete all of this if you want to make changes here. If the entire structure of the web page, the main page, has changed and you want to apply to the rest of the pages, simply delete all of them and copy and paste. So, okay, we're not ready to do this yet, but just wanted to show you for demonstration purposes. Okay, other than that, I wanted to stress on the different kind of manipulation we did on the text here, the strong G's here, and many other things that we did in the last chapter. Okay, and I'm just trying to revise all of this. And I also said that you can link your image with the source. Okay, and even though I don't have an image here because I did not refer it, but this is also something that we covered. Okay, so now that we have revised, had a little refresher of the previous chapter, I am eager to get into the chapter colors. Okay, colors, as you can see, this diagram here, this is the basic red, green, blue RGB color chart. Okay, and it's very common. Children have been taught about this since they are like toddlers. There are three colors that give rise to many other colors. For example, green and red combine together to make yellow. Then red and blue makes magenta or purple, and these two colors, they make a nice aqua blue color. Okay, and different volume of red and different volumes of green combine together to give a lot of shades between green and red. Similarly, different volume or different consistency, different opacity of the red color and the blue color combine together to give you a lot of different shades of the pink, purple, magenta, shocking pink, whatever you want to call it. Light pink, from baby pink to all of those colors. So, and in the same way, you get all the shades of blue and blue green between those two colors. And then in the center, we always know that the center is white combination of all these primary colors. RGB are primary colors, and secondary colors, the what do we call this, yellow, pink and blue, they give rise to the white color. So keeping the same concept of your color wheel in mind, let's focus on the first part of this chapter. Okay, so colors in HTML can be specified by the following methods or following headings. For example, you have hexadecimal colors. Okay, no matter what the style of writing down the colors, we always use the color wheel. Okay, the computer always mixes different colors to create a particular shade. And again, I want to stress the need for the CSS code for better color control, but HTML also has around 169 colors available for you to use. And there is a thing called safe colors, which means that no matter what device you're using, your color should not should be as you intended. Okay, and especially the font should not, the font color should not merge into the background color, which is a very, very big nightmare for a website. So I mean, these are the things that initially in the previous years people used to worry about when they were using HTML color tags. Now we have CSS style sheets, which is an intelligent way to write code, and it kind of sums up what kind of device you're using and what kind of colors you can use, and that kind of thing. And then you can be confident that you have the same color and the same color palette, whatever you design for your website, it shows up the same in any device in any part of the world. Okay, so that was the biggest challenge back then. Okay, so we have three ways to define color. We can define color in hexadecimal colors. Okay, so what's hexadecimal? Okay, hexadecimal, if you remember your math, your secondary or primary school math, hex means 16. So these colors have code at the base of 16. Okay, different combinations of ABCs and zeros and ones to create a complete code of 16 characters. Okay, so we'll come to that, and that's a very common way of naming colors because it allows you to mix colors. It allows you to mix how much of red, how much of blue, how much of green to create a shade that you want. Okay, and RGB is your red, green, blue scale, and it is defined something like this. You just write a color, for example, 0, 0, 255. Okay, red is 0, green is also 0, and blue is 255. Okay, we'll learn about that in a short bit. I'm just trying to tell you how we define RGBs. And then you have color names, simple color names. We've done that many times. We've done this background color. We've done, for example, blue. Background color is equal to blue or something like that. We've done this many times, and this is just the name of the color, which means that the entire website will be blue in color, background color. okay. And okay, I'm not worried about the syntax right now, but I'm just trying to remind you that this is how the color names are picked up, okay. So these are the three ways of defining hexadecimal colors, okay. And we're going to be talking about when we write code, we're going to use hexadecimal colors, RGB, and simple color names, okay. So if I want to give you an example of hexadecimal colors, we have color hex, for example. It's written something like this: hash, okay, it begins with a hash. Let me just remove the, okay, it begins with a hash, okay, hash FF0000 is also equal to RGB. You don't have to remember all of this, so please, I feel you're getting panicked right now. Please don't worry, you don't have to remember all of this. There is an entire chart available for you to refer, okay. So this same color, it has an RGB value of this, and its name is red. And this is how I would completely put it, that the hex value of this color is this thing here, FF and 4 zeros. It's a combination. And then you have RGB 25500, and the name of the color is red, okay. And the same way you have green. Green looks something like this, okay. It's hash. I'm going to try that out in code as well, but I'm just explaining this to you. 00FF00, okay. And the RGB, please notice, the RGB value of this color is 0 for the red parameter, and 255, that is the amount of green present in this color shade, is 2, and 0 again for blue. So naturally this color is green, isn't it? Because it has a value of green only, and the others are 0. So this is like a bright green color, similar to something here, okay. Is that clear? And the last one was the blue one, which is, again, I'm telling you, you don't have to remember any of this. No need to remember any of this. You simply have to, you have a lot of tons of charts available. You can just refer to those charts and insert the code from there. Again, so what do you think? 0, 0, and 255. That's blue, right? Isn't it? Yes, it's the blue color. Okay, you have the red and the blue and the green. Okay, let me put the red in here. Yes, so that it's more clearer. Okay, this is how you define the red, the blue, and the green. So this is the red color, this is the blue color, okay. And actually it's a brighter blue, it's not this blue, okay. And then you have a green color. All clear? Okay, so this is how you define hexadecimal colors, RGB, and color names in HTML. Okay, let's go to the next video, and I'm going to write down code for you in the next video. Okay.